Natalie, 3 years ago, you had $20,000 in debt. You decided to do a no-buy month, buy nothing. You blogged about it for the Miami Herald, and you wrote a book about the experience. You are now debt-free in 3 years. Congratulations. You are proof it can be done, right?
Yes, absolutely. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Tell me a little bit about how you did it and what your advice is for people who have found themselves either gradually or overnight, stuck under a pile of bills.
The first thing I would say that they should do is just try to take control of it. I do a no-buy month almost every year, and I go a month without getting my hair done, my nails done, or spending any extra money. And it's a good way to get control of your bank account and to see what it's like to see your account stabilize. So I would suggest that maybe a month may be long, but do it a week if you can't do it a month. And then after that, I would suggest that people just try to find ways to cut back on their expenses. Cook at home. Use sites like supercook.com to help them find meals that they could cook with the ingredients in their home. And then I would suggest that people would try to earn extra income. So try to freelance within your profession because that'll raise your profile as well as give you extra cash to help pay down your debt.
Right. There's 3 ways to get out of debt. You either have to make more money, you have to spend less money, or do a combination of both of those things. That's the only way to do it.
Exactly.
Now, the National Foundation for Credit Counseling just recently did a survey. 66% of people said they're simply tired of pinching pennies. They're tired of being frugal. What's the hardest part for you?
Well, I enjoy being frugal because my frugal brand is more being frugal and fabulous. So I try to focus on finding new ways to have fun affordably. So I'll go to happy hours where discount drinks, or I'll go to free concerts, and I scour the internet to find free things to do to have fun. So you have to do a little bit of both.
Natalie, you say part of your brand is making frugal fun, and it's the new normal for you. What are your suggestions for others?
I say that, being frugal is a great way to live because you should learn to pamper your finances and love the way your bank account looks when it's stable. And I say that people should go out and try to find free and fun things to do wherever they live, be it a free museum day that most museums have, go to a museum and have fun, or find free yoga to do in your town, or just find free concerts by looking at the alternative news weeklies in town. Find a way to enjoy your life for less cost.
Yeah, enjoy your life for less cost, and know that the money in the bank is something that's going to help you enjoy your life further down the road. That's something that a lot of people, especially people who are charging it, can't quite change their behavior to reflect. John Olsheimer is president of consumer education at smartcredit.com. When you're dealing with a lot of debt, like Natalie has, multiple credit cards, the credit card issuers they're trying to go back. They want these people to keep spending money.
They love people like her. She's paying interest while she's accruing the debt. She's paying interest while she's paying off the debt. She's highly profitable, yet she pays her bill, which means that she's not a loss. They love people like that. It's a great profile.
You say that there's been a lot of talk about some of these numbers that are showing, John, again, that people are starting to use their cards again because the economy is getting stronger, and they've gotten rid of all their bad debt, and now they're working again on the credit cards. That's a sign of strength in the economy, this epiphany, I guess. You're a little concerned about it.
Well, look, the credit epiphany that people were talking about did not occur. Here's a shocker for you. We like using credit cards. Why? Because it's more efficient to use credit cards than debit cards or cash. So the minute the credit card issuing community starts to kind of open up the sieve a little bit and start to issue credit cards, not just to FICO 750s, but people who have a little bit higher risk, but also are more apt to accept things like 29% interest rates, that's when you're going to start seeing this voracious appetite for credit cards start all over again, and we're going to start seeing people get back into a lot of debt and get into trouble.
Well, they're already getting a lot of offers. I mean, I'm sure people like Natalie, they're getting a lot of offers in the mail because they're trying to get your business.
Well, credit card issuers are in the business of issuing credit cards. And look, everybody wants to do business with people who are zero risk and are going to pay their bills on time. That's not the most profitable customer. The most profitable customer is Natalie, someone who's going to use the card a lot, maybe pay late every once in a while, generate that late fee income. That's the kind of customer the issuer wants.
Let me ask you about debit card versus credit card. You say go with debit if you're at all worried about debt, right? Is that something that people should consider?
Yeah, absolutely. Debit cards have pros and they have cons. One of the pros is, look, you're spending your money. You're not spending an unsecured line of credit issued by a bank. So most people, if they're concerned about their lack of self-control when they're using plastic, you got to use a debit card. Even though the protections are not as aggressive as the credit card protections are, the debit card is a great way to stay out of debt.